Hey everybody, I'm doing a much shorter video tonight than I did last night, but this is curriculum week. So tonight I am reviewing my second grader and kindergartners independent subjects. So you get to see a lot of my go-to curriculum that I use consistently year after year. This is our third year homeschooling and we're about halfway through. So I'm going to jump right in with language arts, explode the code, and beyond the code. We absolutely love this series. We start this in preschool or kindergarten, typically kindergarten. They have a primer level A, B, and C, which just teaches consonants and their sounds. And then once they hit first grade, we start with Explode the Code 1, and this series goes through Explode the Code 8. They're super simple, and they're pretty much independent. By the time they get into Explode the Code 1, you might have to read directions or the beginning of the lesson, but the rest of them they can do independently. They're consistent in the activities, but I feel like they switch up enough that they're used to all the different activities as they go through the book. So Ari finished A, B, and C, my kindergartner, and we got this in the mail, and she was so excited that I let her start. And my prerequisite for letting them start is really just if they can read these words by themselves, because then it tells me that they're ready. So she is ready to do that. So she's technically sort of into her first grade Explode the Code. Izzy's on Explode the Code 4. And she's also using Beyond the Code, which is comprehension and reasoning skills. Really simple premise. There's a story that they read. They answer some questions, reading comprehension questions about the story. Then they do some critical thinking questions, which I still help her with those sometimes, and then it starts all over again. So this is an excellent series for your scope and sequence for phonics, so highly recommend it. Izzy's using All About Spelling Level 2 this year. Again, something that we really love. It's completely open and go. They send you, this is the teacher manual. They send you cards. This is for All About Spelling and All About Reading, so that's why there's so many in here. But there's definition cards for spelling rules. There's phonogram cards, and there's actual word cards for what they're learning how to spell. And all we need besides that is a notebook so she can do her spelling in, her spelling test, and then it's really about 15 minutes a day, so it's really great. And it also has magnetic tiles or an app that you can use. So I was tired of chasing magnetic tiles and I downloaded the app this year, and it's fantastic. I'm really glad I did it. Ari's not doing spelling yet, but she's doing All About Reading. This is our first time using All About Reading. It comes with a teacher's manual. Again, super simple. Comes with the same thing. Magnetic tiles, cards, phonograms, word cards for them to read. And we use that same app for this. And you can use that app for all levels of All About Reading and all the levels of All About Spelling. It has everything you need. This also comes with an activity book. And when I say super simple, open and go, the most work I have to put into this is cutting out this page before we do the activity. So I typically actually do that the day of, the moment of, right before, you know, while she's eating a snack or something, I can get ready that quickly. And All About Reading also comes with these leveled readers. This is the black and white edition, the first edition, but next year you'll see that we did get the color edition, and it's beautiful. So, but this is great. I really like these readers because the stories aren't deathly boring. The pictures, the illustrations, I think, are engaging, and it keeps her attention. She loves these. So this is the third reader. She's already finished the first two. For handwriting, this is another staple of ours. Handwriting Without Tears. I've never had them complain ever about having to do a page of handwriting. Izzy is in the 3rd grade book and Ari's in the kindergarten book. It's just really simple. They can color if they want to, but they don't have to color. Just really, really nice and simple. It's not too much. They do a page a day. Izzy started cursive this year. She was super excited about that. So they just do a page and that's it. Love it. And then the last thing for language arts, I just added this for Izzy. We actually are starting this next week, but her fluency in reading is fantastic. And her reading comprehension even is probably end of 2nd grade, beginning of 3rd. But I just wanted to start focusing on this a little bit more starting this year and going to next year. So we're going to start Evan Moor's reading comprehension. Okay, for math, we are using Saxon. Now Ari's in kindergarten, but we switched from Singapore math to Saxon. I switched Izzy after her 1st grade year, so I already knew that I wanted to start Ari in this. So she finished the first Singapore workbook for kindergarten and was about halfway through the 2nd one, and this came in the mail. She got so excited she wanted to start it. And I know that Saxon starts with a review of the prior year, so one of the reasons I really like Saxon, which I actually used when I was homeschooled, and I actually used it in my high school as well, but it is, the K through 3 is really well laid out. It just has script. I'm not going to do a full review of it, but it's scripted, so you know what to do every day. Same thing, open and go. We've collected manipulatives over the years, but there is a manipulative set that you can purchase along with this. Student workbooks, has all your worksheets, all your, you know, little assessments, fact sheets for them. So it's really, really great. It comes with 2 student workbooks, and I just tear out the pages every day that they need. And this is Izzy's, not Ari's, but I put it in a binder. Super easy, and I just keep her assessments on the side so I can see them. So, and then Izzy just has the same thing. Same thing. This big old, it really looks, I don't know. It looks really hefty, but that's really because there's a lot in here, and we actually don't even do everything. I think it's too much. It's too long. But we do all the essential stuff that I feel like they need. So that's the best part about homeschooling, right? All right, I only have 2 more things for you tonight. So I know I talked in my last video about geography and what we're using for that, but I also use map skills, and this is my go-to for their map skills. It's called Maps, Charts, and Graphs. Level A is really grade 1, so Ari hasn't used this yet, and Izzy was an early reader, and so she did level A in kindergarten. So she's actually going into level C, which is for 3rd grade. But at the beginning of 2nd grade, I didn't want to start her straight into a 3rd grade math skills book, and so I'll show you in a second what I'm using for them right now, but she will do this before the end of the year. And I just really like it. It's about 21 lessons. So we actually do only one lesson a week with this usually. And just super really, it's nicely laid out. It's very simple. Again, it's pretty much independent. It teaches a lot of information and she loves it. So that's my go-to. Oh, and it's super cheap. It's like $7.95. I don't know. It's really cheap. So in order to sort of bridge that time before I felt like she was ready, and also to make Ari feel included because she really loves to do everything Izzy does. So my kindergartner is we're just using DK Geography, which I like them as well. She definitely cannot do this on her own. Obviously I have to read. There's just a lot of text at the beginning, and she's just not in a place where she can read that way, but she's doing great with it, and she asks to do it all the time. And then Izzy does great with hers. Even she needs a little bit of help. I think it's just pretty text heavy. She can read it, but it's just, I don't know, the comprehension is a little difficult sometimes with provinces and territories. Like, you know, it's brand new concepts to her, some of these. So, but they've enjoyed it. It's been really nice and simple. All right, last thing I got is, this is just, we use these for supplements. So, for example, Ari is going to be finishing a lot of her kindergarten work before the end of the year. So I'm just filling in the gaps with Brain Quest, which I love. I don't get these to do them to completion, but look at this. ABCs, phonics, spelling, vocabulary, 1, 2, 3, shapes and colors, patterns, matching and sorting, time and money, community science. So for example, when she finishes her math skills book, I'm going to have her do community and science, like sort of just start subbing in what she's not using, what she's finished with, just to kind of round her out, give her something to do. Izzy got jealous and she wanted the second grade one, so she literally has not done anything in here, but I just let her do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. So they're really fun. They really enjoy them, and they do them even when on days we don't have school. They like them. So that's all I have for you tonight. So I will next be putting together what we're going to be using in 2021. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.